Have you ever wondered how your favorite dishes came to be? Why do we drink coffee in the morning, eat pasta for lunch, or enjoy chocolate in the evening? Food isn't just a source of energy, it's a museum of history filled with incredible discoveries. In this video, we'll tell you how centuries of wars, travels, and accidental inventions shaped our tastes and habits. By the end of this video, you'll never look at your plate the same way again. Stay with us to uncover how the history of food changed civilizations and why. What you eat today is the result of an extraordinary journey spanning millennia. Food has always been at the center of human life. In ancient times, when our ancestors relied on foraging, every edible root or fruit was the result of experience and experimentation. For example, wild wheat gathered in Mesopotamia became the first step toward agriculture. One of the most pivotal moments in food history was the invention of farming. Around 10,000 years ago, humans began cultivating grains and domesticating animals. This marked the beginning of civilizations like the Egyptians, Sumerians, and Indians. For instance, Egyptians worshipped bread and beer, considering them gifts from the gods. Bread became a symbol of life, while beer was a source of joy. Moving forward, we arrive in ancient Greece. Here, food became not only a necessity but also an art form. The Greeks were the first to think about flavor combinations. Olives, grapes, and cheese became the foundation of Mediterranean cuisine, which remains popular worldwide. The Romans, who conquered Greece, adopted its culinary traditions and spread them across their empire. Thanks to this, bread, olive oil, and wine became known far beyond the Mediterranean. Additionally, the Romans loved exotic foods. Their feasts featured dishes like peacock, snails, and even flamingos. With the fall of Rome, European cuisine changed. The Middle Ages were a time of simple meals, with a diet based on porridge, bread, and vegetables. Yet even then, people sought flavor. Spices such as cinnamon, cloves, and nutmeg imported from the East were worth a fortune and reserved for the wealthy. The age of exploration in the 15th and 16th centuries revolutionized food. After the discovery of the Americas, products like potatoes, corn, tomatoes, and cocoa arrived in Europe. At first, these foods were met with skepticism. For example, tomatoes were long considered poisonous. Potatoes deserve special mention. Once deemed food for the poor, they became a staple in many European countries by the 18th century, saving people from famine. Chocolate, which we so love today, was a sacred drink for the Mayans and Aztecs. They mixed cocoa with water and chili peppers, calling it the food of the gods. Only later did Europeans add sugar, turning it into the sweet treat we know. In Asia, the history of food took a different path. China became the birthplace of tea, initially used as medicine. Rice, the cornerstone of Chinese cuisine, has been cultivated there for over 7,000 years. Japan introduced sushi to the world. Interestingly, sushi initially served as a method of preserving fish. It was placed in fermented rice, which prevented spoilage. The Industrial Revolution in the 19th century made food more accessible. The invention of cans, refrigeration, and processed foods changed everything. People could store food longer and enjoy more variety. The 20th century brought us fast food. In the 1940s, the McDonald brothers opened their first restaurant, starting a new food culture. Burgers, fries, and soda became symbols of modern eating. However, recent decades have seen a reverse trend. People are returning to natural products, farmers' markets, and traditional recipes. Freshness and quality are valued once again. The history of food is a story of human ingenuity, culture, and adaptation. Every dish on your table has its own journey, full of historical twists and cultural influences. For example, your morning cup of coffee is the result of an Arabic tradition adopted by Europe in the 17th century. Modern tastes are the result of many factors: migration, trade, wars, and even trends. Today, we can enjoy sushi in Paris, pizza in Tokyo, and burritos in Moscow. This demonstrates that food has become a universal language of humanity. But it's important to remember that every product carries the labor and traditions of countless generations. Every spice, every piece of bread is a heritage that connects us to our ancestors. So, next time you look at your plate, think about the journey these products have taken to reach you. The history of food is the history of humanity, and it continues every day. If you enjoyed this video, Don't forget to like and subscribe to our channel. The history of food is just one of the many topics we explore. Let us know in the comments which dish you'd like to learn more about. See you in the next journey through the world of history.